Good morning, guys. Welcome to another beautiful morning. I am doing a very quick tutorial this morning, and what I thought I would do is just to outline for you, when you're early on in the game, you need to protect yourself as much as you can against wolves. Now, when you have a saw, you can make fences with gates, which obviously keep wolves, other animals out. But the problem with that is that they keep the wolf out, but they're still there. Walls are the same. A too high wall, wolves cannot jump too high. They jump one high. So too high will keep the wolf out, but the wolf is still there. Now, what I like to do is to build a pit. Now this pit, I'm just running my cursor, is too deep so that the wolf can't jump up, and this is a wolf that I'm waiting to grow up. This is a baby wolf, it's not a dog, guys, so he can't get up the 2 blocks. But the other thing you might have noticed is that they are 3 blocks wide, and that's because wolves can jump 2 blocks wide. So you need to be really, really careful, guys, that you don't make this too wide. Otherwise you'll have wolves everywhere. Look at him. He's a real little wolf. He puts his head down, he scents. Look at him. He even yowls like a wolf, or howls like a wolf. He'd like to howl like a wolf, but he's yowling at the moment. Now, the reason we put ladders is that if you kill wolves, you need to go in and get them. But also, if you're running, you may not have time to run around to an easy access point. Therefore, you can jump in and get up the ladder. You may wonder why I've got ladders on both sides. Well, when I first built these, I was completely overrun one night with drifters. And drifters will drift away in the morning. They go away from you, except that they all went into the wolf pits. They couldn't get out the other side because they can't jump too high either. So they all came back up on my side. So the ladders are there. Oh, look at him. So the ladders are there to let the drifters out, but also, frankly, if I had a wolf coming from this direction, which is unlikely but possible, then they would go there. I could go in there and go across. These traps are brilliant because they act not just for trapping wolves, but they also do trap other things. Now, I have the ladders at fairly regular intervals, and that is so that I can get away from things, okay? So I'm almost there. I've got another set of traps on this side, which again are 3 wide, 2 deep. And look at this, guys. These pits have other advantages. This one turns out to be paved with copper. I was going to link the 2 areas, and then I realized that I'd actually got a trapped baby wolf in here that I don't want to kill, because I want the fat and the pelt, so he's being fattened up like any other animal. And I suddenly thought to myself, you know, it's just your luck that you would take it round, and then as you're digging this out, he matures and comes and jumps on you. So just be a little bit careful if you do find something. Now, obviously the way in and out is through ladders, but if you have a couple of really aggressive wolves down here, and you want to go somewhere but you don't want to kill them yet, then obviously the thing to do is to bridge across them so that you can bridge over in safety, as I have done here. Now on this side, this is going to be the safe side, so we can just make easy access. And you can see that unfortunately, because I'm using paths, they don't quite meet, because to stop things spawning, paths are just, I think it's 1 pixel lower, but we can solve that. When I get a saw, we'll be able to make nice bridges. But do make bridges over it so that you can get over and down the other side pretty easily without having to worry about it. So guys, that is just a few tips on the wolf pits. The other advantage they do have is that paths need a lot of stone. Now, you get stone when you're mining anyway, so I know that when I get this copper out of the bottom of this wolf pit, I know jolly well that I'm going to get a lot of stone with it. But your problem is that paths need earth. Now, I don't, obviously, oh, look at him. If you are sinking them in the same level as the ground, as you dig out the earth, you make the path, it's all good. But I want this path raised here. I want it at this level. So because I want it at this level, I don't have the earth available, but I do through the wolf pits. This is just to defend me against any wolves that might come down from the hill, because there's a wolf spawning point over there. And also my appallingly ugly house at the moment is being built out of earth. So that's just a few tips. But remember, guys, 2 deep, 3 wide, ladders on both sides. And if you want to kill something, keep the lip at the level of 2 deep. Otherwise you won't be able to reach them to kill them easily. Bye bye, guys.